Hi, my name is Jewel Pearson, and I'm going to give my opinion on the Dinesh D'Souza movie, 2016 Obama's America. I finally got to see the movie yesterday for the first time. I thought it was an interesting movie. It is kind of like Michael Moore's Fahrenheit 9/11. There are parts I like and parts I found interesting, parts I kind of question. A part I found interesting was the comparison of Obama and D'Souza growing up and how they are today. Dinesh grew up poor in India, where his grandparents were, I think were around when India was under British rule and how it was rough on him. And how Dinesh went to Dartmouth and how he hung out with the conservatives groups that were against liberalism. I think they got in trouble for their conservative views in the newspaper, and how he ended up working for President Reagan and how Reagan was an influence on him. In the Obama part, he described Obama's parents, who are the anti-colonial. They were somewhat communist. The people who associated with Obama, like Frank Marshall Davis, they gave a thing on him about how Frank Marshall Davis was friends with Obama's grandfather. And radical professors, I think it was one that was a very anti-Israel professor. He was a professor, I think, at Columbia. I think he was anti-Israel. Another part was how D'Souza goes to Indonesia and Kenya, where to find out about Obama, about Lolo Soetoro, and about his how Obama grew up in Indonesia, Lolo Soetoro, and what he went, how he was, and about Obama's father. Obama's mom made like Obama's dad was this great man. Barack Sr. was, but they found out, Obama's half sister said Barack Sr. was a self-destructive alcoholic. He would beat up on his wife. He was crazy. He was really he had iron leg. I remember Pastor Manning talking about Obama being a iron-legged drunk, and how Obama's father's death affected Obama, and it gave an idea how Obama's father and Obama are similar in their philosophies of how they are. I think parts like how Obama was doing things in the U.S. that was crazy, like he returned Winston Churchill's bust, siding with Argentina over the Falkland Islands, and siding with the Muslim Brotherhood when they were ousting the president of Egypt, when they had that uprising, those riots. When I looked at the movie, I saw how Obama's plan is to make the U.S. to become a third world country. He is anti-colonial. He wants to, I think, make America like Kenya and Indonesia is. And he has something against the American way of life. It is interesting how both Obama and D'Souza's upbringings of where they grew up, how they grew up, and how they went separate philosophy. Dinesh D'Souza is a conservative, loves the American way, grew up where his parents were anti-colonial because they were under British rule, and how he ended up being a well-known writer and conservative columnist, and worked for Ronald Reagan, and how Obama is not, the people he associates, like Frank Marshall Davis and these college professors and Bill Ayers, different ones, and how he wants a redistribution of wealth, and he wants to raise higher taxes on the Americans and destroy the American way, turn into something bad. One thing I did not agree with the movie is they do not expose the corrupt bankers, who are the puppet masters. Obama answers to the New World Order, the puppet masters, and they probably told Dinesh, do not attack us. attack the puppet, which is, that's what they want. That's how Hollywood is. And Obama has carried, I found, the Bush doctrine, but he turned it into a worse situation. I mean, look, we got all these drones flying around. We got TSA. You got guys, I mean, they're going to be doing it where, you're in the mall. You go somewhere in the store, you got some guy grabbing your balls all day. It's sick. I thought the movie was interesting, and it had some good points about, Obama, his philosophies, the people that he associated with that made him who he is. I thought the movie was good. I think it was better than Fahrenheit 9/11. Some people might say the movie is promoting a very anti-Obama agenda. You watch it and you make your decision on it. Jewel Pearson, thank you.